everyone, my name's Danielle and welcome to Board Game Bakes. This is a fun show where we make board game themed pieces and components, or sometimes the entire game in edible form. This week we're going to focus on Truffle Shuffle, which is produced by Flat Out Games and the Alderac Entertainment Group. When I started playing this, I was like, okay, I'll just make enough for one of the 3 rounds of the games. And then I made all my truffles and I was decorating them and I realized apparently I made enough for all of them because I made five different truffles. I made a strawberry cheesecake truffle, then we have a Bailey's truffle, we have a chocolate peanut butter, a Samoa, so that's like a toasted coconut caramel, and an Oreo truffle. So buckle your seatbelts, everyone. We've got a lot of truffles to make. And then I also bought foil to decorate them and little stickers to put on top, so this way they actually look like the pictures that you see on the Truffle Shuffle cards. Let's get started. Our first truffle is a strawberry cheesecake truffle, which actually features the extra cheesecake from my honey buzz tiles and the extra strawberry jam. So we're just mixing it all together to get nice and smooth. Next I might add a little extra graham cracker crumbs. This way it makes it a little thicker. You want it to be a consistency where you could roll into tiny balls. It's still pretty tacky, but workable. You don't want to make them too big because then they're not really truffle size. Now I'm melting some dark chocolate. Nice and smooth and shiny. And I'm just going to dip each of them in. I'm finishing by adding a little sprinkles on top, just like they look like in the game. These are the ingredients you're going to need for our chocolate peanut butter truffle. First step is going to be to cream together your butter and your peanut butter. Once that's nice and creamy, you're going to add some vanilla extract. And I think a little salt. Now you get to add all this powdered sugar and make a cloud of powdered sugar. Oh, just kidding, that only happens to me. Okay, so now if you've seen the pandemic dice video, we're doing the same thing where I'm going to fill all these with chocolate in a thin layer and use the paintbrush to smooth it around. But this time we're only going to do a single layer and not glue them together, so we have square truffles. Paintbrush. There's a mysterious visitor there. Now you want to let it sit and harden. And then I went through again and I put another layer in because I didn't want to take all this time to put the peanut butter in there and have it break apart. So now I'm taking some of that peanut butter mixture and trying to fill it to the top as much as I can. It's a little messy. Now you're going to melt some more chocolate and layer it on top. You just want to make sure you cover all the peanut butter up. So it took a little more chocolate than I thought it would, so you want to make sure you put as much peanut butter in there as you can, mainly because peanut butter is tasty. And why wouldn't you want more in there? And I'm trying to level it with an offset spatula. It's mostly working. And now the fun part, you get to pop them out. As I learned from the beginning, don't put too much pressure on the middle, otherwise you'll make a little hole. But it's very satisfying to have them come out. Yay! These are ingredients for our third truffle, which is a Bailey's truffle. Yum! First step is to smash and crush some dark chocolate and milk chocolate into tiny pieces. You want to be pretty small so this way when you add more milk into it, they melt. So I'm combining the cream and the Bailey's and I'm bringing it to just about a simmer. You don't want it to actually boil, and then poured it over all that chocolate. After you let it sit, you're going to give it a whisk until it's nice and smooth. And that needs to chill in the fridge until it gets to this consistency you see here. So now instead of rolling into balls, I put between 2 pieces of parchment paper and rolled it out so this way I could use a cookie cutter. Okay, I got it nice and flat. And I put that in the fridge to chill again so it's hard enough that I could use this little tiny circle because some of the cards in Truffle Shuffle have circle ones. Just to make this more complicated. Ta-da! And now you get to dip all those into chocolate. Are you sick of chocolate yet? There's lots of chocolate in this video. Went through lots of chocolate bars. And you're going to do that with all the different truffles so they're all covered in chocolate and hopefully nice and shiny. And once again, I just used the microwave to melt it. Our fourth truffle is an Oreo Truffle, which I feel like people are the most familiar with. It's pretty simple. You put a container of Oreos and you blitz them up in a food processor. You want to get to the nice fine crumbs, and then you add a block of cream cheese. Now, once again, if I was making this for not this video, I'd probably make them into little balls there, but I wanted hexagons. So I flattened it out and I put it in the fridge so it hardened. Or at least got thick enough so that I could cut the shapes out. And once I put those in to chill some more, now I'm going to dip those in some more chocolate that I melted in the microwave. Much more work than just doing the balls, but they do look very satisfying as hexagons. Here's our final truffle, and probably my favorite. It's a toasted coconut caramel truffle. So your first step is to toast the coconut. So you want to put it on a medium heat and keep stirring until you start getting that nice brown color for being toasted, and it starts smelling delicious. And right now I'm taking caramels that I bought at the store. I think they're craft caramels, and then adding some cream and some salt. And this is a double boiler method, so I'm just stirring it until it gets all melty and creamy. And then I'm adding all that delicious coconut here and giving it a stir, stir, stir. And you just want to stir till it all seems like it's equally combined. And this is definitely the densest of all of them, so you don't need to put it in the fridge or anything. You're just going to form it into balls. Be careful when you store these in the fridge that you remember which ones are these, because they get pretty hard if they're staying in the fridge. And as you can see, it makes a lot more than you probably need. And now I'm going to roll in chocolate like all the other truffles. And do it for all of those guys. I did try rolling in chocolate again to make it a little bit more smooth, but I found that it wasn't really worth the effort. Now for the final step in this long process, decorating. So there's 4 different colors. So I melted candy melts after I divided the different truffles evenly. And I'm just trying to decorate them to look like their corresponding card in the game. So I've got green, now I'm doing some pink. You don't need that many candy melts, because for most of them you're just doing some zigzags. I like how the yellow pops. The hardest one definitely is the square. I had trouble figuring out whether I wanted to try dipping it or doing lines. I went with the line and spread approach. And there's the purple. And as you can see, I have much more truffles than you need for one round, so get to do all of them. If you're crazy like me, that this is the point where you wrap them all up in foil and put little stickers on them so that they look like the pieces from the game too. Thanks for watching this video on how to make the 5 different truffles so you can make your own version of Truffle Shuffle. If you're going to do it yourself, you don't need to go crazy like me and make all 5 of them. You could probably just pick one flavor and do 1 round, and it'd still be just as delicious. Of course, after making all these truffles, I have to play taste it. I don't want to eat all these truffles. Ugh, that'd be bad. So, Jordan from Jordan Plays Blue and Kylie, who's the owner of Games Unlimited in Pittsburgh, is going to join me on Friday at 12 p.m. EST, and we're going to play taste the game with just truffles. No cards, just truffles. And I even got cute little boxes, so this way you're literally getting an Oreo Truffles and packaging it. It's pretty cool. Keep playing games and keep them sweet. Bye!